Hey everybody, this is the Lewis Structures worksheet where we have 18 of these problems to go through, and I'll go through and draw each one of these. And again, I'm using the 5 steps that we use to draw Lewis structure. Okay. Now this says to put it on a separate sheet of paper, just because if we have, just so we can have space to do this. Okay. But I'm going to try to do what most of y'all will do, and that's squeeze it in over here. Okay, so structure number 1, if we count, let's see, we have 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, so that's 32 electrons. Then we're going to make a skeleton structure. Okay, by doing that, get rid of 8, so we're down to 24. And then we're going to fill the octets of the exterior atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 2, 4, 6, and then another 6. So we do that, and we're down to 0, and so we're done. Okay. Number 2 here, there, for chlorine, it's 7 plus 7. Now these give people a hard time because it's strange to see just one atom or one element in this. So it's a molecule, but it only has one element. But we still should be able to do this. Okay, so we have 14, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the skeleton structure, and I'm just going to pick one as the central atom. So I'm going to pick this one here as this. I'll put a little C under here so y'all know what I'm talking about. And then here we have the exterior atom. And now I'm just going to follow my rules, okay? 12, so I'm going to go 2, 4, 6. So that's 6. I have the 6 left over. So all the leftovers go in the central atom. 2, 4, 6. And that's that structure. So for number 3, let's say that's O2 here. So that's 6 plus 6 is 12, so same thing. Okay, 12 electrons. I'm going to go O, and I'm going to bond it to O. And then I'm going to pick, this is my central, and this is my exterior. So I'm going to finish, I'm going to complete the octet of the exterior. So that was 2 down to 10 minus 6. So we're down to 4. Extras go around the central atom. 2, 4. Now this guy doesn't have it enough. This doesn't have an octet. So we take 2 from the exterior and we move it in, and now that's a double bond. And so I will redraw this so that we see what it looks like. So that's my final structure. Okay. Now for number 4, we have 5 plus 5, that's 10. So we keep having less and less electrons here, but we're gonna make sure it works out. Okay, so we have 10 electrons. I'm gonna draw my skeleton structure, minus 2. Okay, so we're down to 8. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the exterior atom. The leftovers go around the central, so that's down to 0 here. Okay, so now I'm going to take these 2 and move them in and make a double bond, and then recount 2, 4, 6. That's not enough. So, and then I'm going to take these 2 and move those in, and now I have a triple bond. So the structure of this guy is going to be N with a triple bond and another N. Okay. Now we're going to do number 5 here. So this is 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6. So that's 12. So for number 5, we have 12 electrons. Okay. We're going to draw a skeleton structure. The first element almost always gets listed first. So we're going to go a C, and then we're going to go H, H, S. It doesn't matter what order you put those in around the central atom. But I can't go up and down here, so I'm going to go to the side. So I did 6, so we're down to 6 electrons. So now we're going to complete the octets. Now, you complete this octet and this octet, they're already complete. Hydrogen just wants 2 electrons in its octet. Okay, it forms a duet. Okay, an octet with just 2. Okay, so we're going to take 6 electrons and put them around the exterior atom. Okay, and then so that's -6, so we're down to 0. And so now we double check. And this is where people have a tendency to get lazy. They don't check the octets. So 2, 4, 6, not enough. So we're going to take 2 from the exterior and move it in. We get this. So our structure is going to be HCH with a double bond to an S. I don't know why I did an O there. Okay. And then it looks like that. Okay. Now, for number 6, we have pH3, so that's going to be, let's see, I'm trying to draw it in a way that we can see. So this is going to be 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So that's a total of 8 electrons. Okay. 8 electrons. We're going to draw the central atom, make the skeleton structure. Here, I'll go this way and then this way. Okay. Now, that's -6, so that's 2 left. Hydrogen is happy with just the bond. If hydrogen has anything than just a bond around it, it looks funny to a guy like me who's been teaching this for more than 30 years. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to add the extras, and now we have 0. So this is our structure there. Okay, so let's see here. Number 7. That's going to be 6 plus 7 plus 7 is 20. So here, look, I'll do a 7 here. So we have 20 electrons. And then we're going to put O in the middle. F. So that's -4 is 16. Okay, because I used 2 lines. And now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another 6. So that's 12 that I use. So now we're down to 4 electrons. I'm going to take the extras and put them around the central atom. And then I'm going to check. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. That's good. So that's our structure. So for 8, we have 1 plus 4 plus 5. So that's 10. Okay. So notice here, H is listed first, but it's not the central. I even make a note here that C is the central atom. If hydrogen is listed first, typically it's the next one that is the central atom. So we're going to go C, and then we'll put an H, and we'll put an N. So we did that, used 4, so that's 6. So now I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I complete the octet of the exterior. So I have 0, so I don't have any more electrons. Hydrogen is happy because it has just its bond. Okay, and now, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, that's good, and now carbon only has 4. So we'll need to take 2 from the exterior and move them into here, 2 from the exterior, move them in here, and so now we'll redraw the structure just to make sure that it looks good. And so that is our redrawn structure. Okay, number 9. 6 plus 6 plus 6. S has 6, and O's in the same family. So 6 and 6, so that's 18. So we have 18 male electrons. We're going to do S, O, O. So we do that 4, so we're down to 14. Okay. I'm going to complete the octet of the exterior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that 12, so we have 2 left. That goes around the central atom. And when you do this, just be careful because you don't want to get carried away. So we have none left. So now we need to make a multiple bond here, because if we count the central atom, there's 2, 4, 6. So we make a multiple. We'll cross this off. It doesn't matter if it comes from this side or this side. Okay, we're going to take those 2 electrons and move them in here so that now they're shared. So now that structure is going to be here with a couple of electrons here, pair here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's our structure. Okay, so now number 10 here, we're going to go 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 7 plus 7. So that's going to be 20 electrons. We're going to draw a skeleton structure. Carbon goes in the middle. C, H, H, Cl, Cl. I did that. I have 8. So we have 12 left. Doesn't matter if the H's are next to each other, here, or across from each other, or across from each other this way, or here and here, and here, whatever. Okay, but just make sure you have 2 H's and 2 Cl's. Now hydrogen's happy with its one bond. And we're going to complete the octet of chlorine and chlorine. So we have 6 and another 6, 12, so we have 0. And that seems like a good normal structure. Okay, we'll check it by counting valence electrons. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks good. Okay, so now we do SiO2. So that's going to be 4 plus 6 plus 6. Okay, so that's going to be 16. So structure number 11 here, 16 electrons. We're going to put Si in the middle, put O and O on either side. Again, they can go here or across from each other or here, or, there's all sorts of different combinations. Okay, so we did 4 so that we're down to 12. We'll complete the octets of the valence of the exterior atoms. So that's 6, and another 6 is 12, so we use 12, so we're down 0. We don't have any more to put around the central atom, but we have to make sure that we count here. If we look at the central atom, we only have 4. So the way to cure that is to take 2 electrons and move them in. We do this. We take 2 more electrons and move them in to complete the octet 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I'm going to redraw this. And now we have our completed Lewis dot structure. Okay, so number 12 here is SBr2, so that's 6 plus 7 plus 7, so that's going to be 20 electrons. Okay, so we'll do the skeleton structure, and we do S. I'm going to do it up and down now just to show you that it can go up and down. Okay, so then we did 4, so that's 16 that are left. And now we complete the octet of the exterior atoms. That's 6. And another 6 is 12. So we have 4 left. And those extras go around the central atom. Now we check the central atom for 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Life is good. Okay, number 13. Okay, so S is 6 plus 3 O's. 6, 6 plus 6, so that's 24. Okay. We'll put S, and then an O, and an O, and an O. To do that, we use 6 electrons. Each line represents 2, so there's 2, 4, 6. That's where we got 6 from. And now we're going to go 2, 4, 6. We're going to complete the octet of the exterior atoms. Okay. Another 2, 4, 6. So that's 18. So we're down to 0. There's none left. But if we look at the central atom, it doesn't have 8 around it. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6 only. So we have to get rid of 2. And it doesn't matter from which. Okay. So here we move them in. So now if we redraw this, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, without, whoops, double bond. Okay, so redraw it. Okay. I guess we can redraw, because I made a mistake, so I would love for you to make sure you redraw it correctly here. Okay, so that's what that looks like. 8 around the central atom. Okay, so number 14. 14 is CS2, so this is going to be 4 plus 6 plus 6. So that's going to be 16. And then we'll do C. And again, I'll do it up and down just so you know that I can do things a little bit different here. Okay. And then to do that, I used 4, so we're down to 12. I'll complete the octets of the exterior atoms. And another 6 up here, so that's 6 and 6. You notice all of these exterior atoms, with the exception of hydrogen, have 6 around them, right? I told you get sick and tired of drawing all these things. Okay, so we did use 12, so we're down to 0. Okay, and now we look at the central atom. The central atom only has 4 electrons, 2, 4, so that's not good. So we're going to take and we're going to move 2 into here to make a double bond this way. We're going to take 2 from here, move this, make a double bond in here. And now we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we redraw it to make sure that we don't have any of the extraneous markings on it. Life is good. Okay, number 15, CO, that's going to be 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10, so we're going to do 10 valence electrons. So I'm going to do CO. I did 2 to make that bond, so I'm down to 8. I'm going to pick carbon as my central atom because it's the first one listed. Okay, so now we're going to complete the octets of the exterior. So that's minus another 6, that equals 2. And these 2 go around the central atom. So now we're at 0. But now if we look at the central atom, it only has 4 electrons. So how do we cure that? We make a multiple bond. We take 2 from the exterior and move them in. Okay, and now we should recount. That's only 2, 4, 6. So we're going to take another 2 and move these guys in. And now that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we're going to redraw that, we're going to get something that looks like this. Okay. So now 16 here. Okay, N is 5 plus Cl3. So that's F plus, or that's 7 plus 7 plus 7. So number 16 is 26 electrons. We're going to put N in the middle. We're going to put the, if I can draw here, Cl, Cl, Cl. We made 6, so that's 20. Okay, so Cl is the exterior atom. We're going to complete the octets of the exterior in another 6. So we have 6, another 6, and a third 6, so that's 18. We have 2 left. 2 go around the central atom, so 2 minus 2, that's 0. And let's see. We count the central atom, 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks good. Okay, so 17 is FBr, so we're going to go 7 plus 7. Okay, so structure 17 has 14 electrons. We're going to put F middle and Br on the outside. So we make that bond. It's 2 electrons, so we're down to 12. Okay, complete the octet of the exterior atoms, minus 6, 6. And then any extra atoms go around the central, or any extra electrons go around the central atom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now so that's 6. We're down to 0. We check the central atom. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks good. And the last one here is CF4, so that's going to be 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Whew. Okay, that's 32 electrons. We're going to put C in the middle. We're going to go F, 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 F. Okay, so that was 8, so we're down to 24. And now we're going to complete the octets of the exterior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. Another 6. And then a last 6. So there's 4 sets of 6, which is 24. We'll be down to 0. We look at the central atom. 2, 4, 6, 8. Everything's good. So there it is. 18 Lewis structures in just over 21 minutes. Seems like I know what I'm doing here. Hopefully, you do too. Have a great day, everybody.